Hi guys, it's Lara. Thank you all for watching and welcome back to my channel. So even though I'm a really positive person and I'm always trying to look at each situation and make the best of it, there is also a limit for me when it comes to positive vibes and manifesting and whatnot. You know, I feel like it's always really important to use your common sense and to not overdo it. And since there is this wave of toxic positivity all over the internet, I thought, why not introduce something completely different in order to balance all that crap out? So we're gonna do now monthly a video in which I'm gonna be bitching, complaining, and ranting about things that piss me off. And what a better name for that than Monthly Rant. So basically, I'm gonna be bitching every single month about the things that piss me off, and you guys have the wonderful possibility to complain and bitch and rant in the comments about the things that pissed you off. And we all together can let go of our anger, because as we all know, anger leads to the dark side, right? So anyway, I'm gonna tell you all about the things that pissed me off in September, but before we start, a little self-promotion. I also have a DIY channel. It's called Sewing Lara, and as the name suggests, the main focus is sewing. I absolutely love fashion. I always loved creating things, designing things, and I also like repurposing stuff and upcycling. And recently I started creating digital sewing patterns that go with my tutorials, and they are now available on my homepage. There are only a few at this point, but I'm continuously adding more, so I will link both my channel and my homepage down below. I should also probably warn you, because I'm not gonna be holding back and I might or might not swear a lot, so if that's something that would pull you down mentally, probably not the best video to watch. And let's start with the first thing that pissed me off the entire September. So the first thing that boiled my blood were pedestrians who decided they would rather walk on quite a narrow bikeway instead of using the wide sidewalk that was right next to it. So many bikeways are even painted a different color in Vienna. They are either green or red, and there are usually this big bike icons on them. There are even certain ways that have that big bike icons. Yet some pedestrians still don't understand it. Either they are that stupid or that passive aggressive, and sometimes they would even walk towards you and look you in the eye and just, you know, grin stupidly, and they would not yield. But I don't yield either, and guess who yields at the end? The thing is though, when they at least walk towards you and see you, and when they see very clearly that you're just gonna continue, that's one thing. But what's really dangerous is sometimes when you have groups of people that are walking into the direction into which you're biking, so they don't really see you, and some might have headphones, so even if you ring the bell, they won't hear you. And honestly, I have no desire to fall off my bike because I would have to brake rapidly because some douchebag would be too stupid to understand that this is for bikers and the next thing, like the thing next to it, is for pedestrians. And I don't know what it was, but the entire September, I feel like pedestrians just chose to walk only on bikeways. And there's also this zebra where there is a large section for pedestrians, and next to it, it's for bikes. And one time there were like 4 people walking next to each other and they would not go to the side. So I yelled at them some not so nice stuff, because it just pissed me off so badly. It's so dangerous, like literally, like just don't do that. So anyway, the next thing that pissed me off is actually the other way around. Sometimes you would have people on their bikes that don't understand the concept of a sidewalk, and they would bike on the sidewalk even though it's prohibited. Only children can do that. And they would even have the cheek to ring the bell at you if you don't have your eyes planted on the back of your head, because you should see them in their eyes. One time, Jack and I were walking home. I don't know if we had Shadow with us, but we were walking home, and an entire group of bikers would go behind us and ring the bell. And of course, me, cranky person, I turned around and I told them, like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, you can't be serious, right? And they were like, yeah, we just want to go by. So we told them, there is a bikeway, bitch. Go there. It's just, I don't understand this. Like, someone please explain to me, what's the purpose of doing these things? It's not like they would save themselves some time. It's just, in my opinion, people who are looking for an argument, or people who are so petty that they like doing these things so that they feel like rebels or better about themselves. I don't know. I just don't understand this. Maybe it's because I'm someone who usually follows the rules to the T, because it just makes my life easier. Maybe I'm just a boring person, but it's just so crappy. And also there are these people with these e-rollers on the sidewalk, and they are very fast. And I mean, honestly, if a child would walk with their mother and would suddenly decide to walk, let's say, a few steps to the left, don't tell me that these assholes would be able to brake on time. I just find that these things have nothing, literally nothing to do on a sidewalk. And that goes also for bikes. So children on bikes, of course, it's for their safety, but adults, piss off, go to the sidewalk, or bike the fuck on the street. This feels so good, but I'm gonna take a sip of my Molo tea here so that I can breathe and you guys can breathe. The next thing that pissed me off big time in September were judgy people that judge your choices without even knowing what led you to the choices and what were the stories behind them. I can't stand that. It's just so annoying. And sometimes no one asks your opinion, boo. Like, keep it to yourself. I find it so crappy when you have already a situation that's kind of weighing on you and you're trying to make the best for you personally, and then someone comes in and basically, like, you know, like runs over you and tells you that that's the wrong way and they had a situation like that and they dealt with it differently, so you should do the same thing. Like, no, bitch, I don't. Like, this is my life, and whatever happens to me, I have my own circumstances, I have my own feelings and my own way of thinking, and I'm gonna make my own decision. I'm not gonna tell anyone else how to act in similar situations. Unless they ask me and they ask for my opinion, then I will tell them what I think or what I have done. But even so, I will not judge people for making their own choices, because it's not my place. And I expect the same from others, but apparently sometimes it's too much to ask. And I've been recently judged for something that was very personal, and the person didn't even know anything about the story behind that. And they were so judgy and so condescending, and they made me feel so crappy that I felt like I had a knot in my stomach for a long time. So I cut the person completely off, because I'm just not gonna have that crap in my life. Ooh, I feel like I have some color in my cheeks. Looks like negativity is very healthy for me. I hope that this is not too much, guys. You can let me know in the comments if you enjoy this and if I should continue. So anyway, the next thing that pissed me off in September, and that were delivery services. I understand that the people who drive the cars and deliver packages are under a lot of pressure, and it makes me really sad, and I feel like there should be some proper regulation so that these people would have a decent working schedule. That being said, I'm also paying for a delivery, which means I want to have my shit delivered to the address that's on the package. I don't want to have to walk somewhere else just because sometimes people are not even bothering with ringing the bell or knocking on the door. I'm usually having delivered everything to our office because there's always someone there, starting with like 7 in the morning till at least 7 in the evening. And it pisses the shit out of me when I get a message that a package could not be delivered when I know my husband is still sitting there. So basically they did not ring the bell, they did not knock on the door, nobody just bothered, and I had to pick up several packages this month, and it's just so annoying because, again, I'm ordering certain things so that I don't have to go somewhere else, and then I have to run through the district and look for the shops where they have all these package stations to get my stuff. And I should not have to do that. It just pisses me off. And the last thing that was really driving me up the wall in September were entitled people who do not acknowledge their own privilege, and they feel like if they accomplish something, everybody else has to do the same and everybody else must be able to accomplish the same thing, completely disregarding different backgrounds, different cultures, different situations. And that's just something I can't see that. And that's one of the reasons I very often stop scrolling on Instagram and why I sometimes unfollow people, especially when I see an educated person who is traveling through the world and is so excited about how cheap everything everywhere is, without thinking for a second that it's very cheap for them because they are wealthy and they come from the West, while other people in different cultures are very often being exploited on a daily basis so that Western assholes like us can go there and have fun life or fun experience. And you can tell that it really drives me mad because it just disappoints me sometimes in people. And that was something that pissed me off a lot in September. But that's gonna be it for today. I don't want to push the limits, and now it's your turn. You guys can let me know in the comments what pissed you off in September. Was there anything that drove you up the wall? You can rant, you can complain, you can vent. You'll feel so much better. We can't be 100% positive all the time. We all have sometimes negative emotions and anger, and it needs to get out. And I promise you'll feel so much better once you got it out. And that will be it for today. I have many plans for October, especially some spooky stuff because Halloween's coming and I'm so excited about that. So thank you all so much for watching, and I appreciate you guys very much. God bless you and see you soon. Bye.